This is huge news. A member of Hillary Clinton's inner circle has been arrested and charged with treason. As Noose tightens, it's finally happening. AM reports. Candace Marie Claiborne has been the first Clinton-era State Department employee indicted on treason charges after a federal grand jury indicted her for conspiracy to defraud the U.S. government, concealing contact with foreign spies. Yes, contact with foreign spies concealed, obstructing an official proceeding, and making false statements to the FBI. Candace Marie Claiborne, a veteran State Department employee who possessed a top-secret security clearance, concealed her extensive contacts with Chinese intelligence agents who for years lavished her with thousands of dollars in gifts as part of a pay-for-play scheme, according to the Department of Justice press release. In addition to cash payments, the Chinese spies provided Claiborne with vacations, an apartment, Apple electronics, and tuition to a Chinese fashion school, according to the indictment. Suggesting she learned tricks from Hillary Clinton, her former boss, Claiborne allegedly told co-conspirators to delete all emails and evidence after getting caught. The bill of charges contains numerous felonies, and Claiborne, 60 years old, is facing spending the rest of her life behind bars, as prosecutors warn she is, quote, the first of many, end quote, the first of many corrupt Clinton-era State Department employees that will be brought to justice by a reinvigorated Department of Justice. Quote, Candace Marie Claiborne is a U.S. State Department employee who possesses a top secret security clearance and allegedly failed to report her contacts with Chinese foreign intelligence agents who provided her with thousands of dollars of gifts and benefits, end quote, said Acting Assistant Attorney General McCord. Quote, Claiborne used her position and her access to sensitive diplomatic data for personal profit. Pursuing those who imperil our national security for personal gain will remain a key priority of the National Security Division. He added, quote, this case demonstrates the U.S. government employees will be held accountable for failing to honor the trust placed in them when they take on such sensitive assignments. Candace Claiborne is accused of violating her oath of office as a State Department employee who was entrusted with top-secret information when she purposefully misled federal investigators about her significant and repeated interactions with foreign contacts, end quote. This is what Assistant Director in Charge Vail reported. Quote, the FBI will continue to investigate individuals who, though required by law, failed to report foreign contacts, which as a key indicator of potential insider threats posed by those in position of public trust, end quote. The grand jury found Claiborne's Washington, D.C. home and her savings account are subject to forfeiture if she's convicted. She wrote in a journal that she could, quote, generate $20,000 in 1 year, end quote, through one of her Chinese agents, according to an affidavit. She was allegedly wired nearly $2,500 shortly after and was asked to provide the U.S. government analysis of its 2011 economic talks with China. According to the Department of Justice's press release, Claiborne is facing decades behind bars for her crimes. Quote, the maximum penalty for a person convicted of obstructing an official proceeding is 20 years in prison. The maximum penalty for making false statements to the FBI is 5 years in prison. The maximum statutory sentence is prescribed by Congress and is provided here for informational purposes. And if convicted of any offense, the sentencing of the defendant will be determined by the court based on the advisory sentencing guidelines and other statutory factors. This is on Conservative Post. I'll leave a link below for you for this. There's also an embedded video from the State Department. It's just about 30 seconds.